Hi, my name is Mwape. Welcome to my channel, Crown Your Main. Today I have been joined by my father.
Thank you, Mwape. That's for everyone.
Okay, and Penny. I don't know if you can see her. She loves attention, so yeah. So in this video today, we're going to talk about my relationship with my father. Just questions about how he perceives me, advice he'll give me, and yeah, we hope you enjoy it. How did you feel when you found out you were having me? Did you know I was going to be a girl before I was born?
No. No, I mean, how could we know?
There were no ultrasounds then?
No. Well, maybe they were, but we didn't bother. Yeah, all we did was to recognize the fact that we've had a boy and a boy, and we knew that with their names, we needed to sort of maintain some kind of uniformity.
Okay.
So we planned the name Mwape, whether it's going to be a boy
for
or a
real?
girl. Yeah, because it's a
Unisex
unisex. Yes.
Okay, so how did you feel? Firstly, like, how did you feel when you discovered I was a girl?
I mean, it was at birth.
Yeah, so did you cry when I was born? Listen, so dad was there. You didn't cry. You didn't cry?
No, but why should I cry?
Okay.
Or maybe
so,
I did.
Wait, guys.
Mom is the one that might remember.
Okay, so mom gave birth to me at home. I'm sure I've mentioned it before. Dad was there. So was it an emotional experience? I know it was your second time because then once I was born at home. Yeah. So was it like, I want to, like your heart, tell me your heart. Share your heart that it was a big deal.
Yeah, well, I definitely, because the moment you were born, your mom said something like, there's a phrase she used, something like, oh, my daughter, or something like that. I can't remember. So that moment, it was fairly clear that it was a girl that had just been born. And for me, it sort of registered that the Lord has now given us a daughter. Now, whether at that point it was going to be the last child,
oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess.
But yes.
Okay. Why did you name me Mwape?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we had Mwindula, who my father named directly. And then we realized that since this was now Dad's name, his own first name, the next child we should name after my father-in-law. And so we were preparing for Mwansa because it's also unisex. So it was a boy. Then we thought, okay, let's put together a number of MWs because we have Mwindula and Mwansa. So sort of played around with a number. And then it became fairly evident at that point that if it's going to be a girl, among those MWs, Mwape was going to be the best. Primarily because of my elder sister, who among my siblings, I had two sisters, and then even just generally in the wider circles, she had distinguished herself in terms of a Christian profession, and she had also distinguished herself academically. And so we felt that that would give, if God gives us a daughter, that would give her a role model to follow after. So hey, it was a girl, Mwape fitted fine, and we sovereignly put that name on it.
Okay, that's good. What was the most challenging part about raising me?
Yeah, I think first of all, the advantage we had in your upbringing was that we had Walia in the home, and she functioned like the firstborn child. And so in that sense, we were assured that you had a companion and you could look up to another female in the home. However, if I was to put a finger in one area, it was in terms of attention seeking. Yeah, it was fairly evident that you recognized that in the home you had competitors, the two brothers and Walia, and then you had a number of others that were coming in and going out of our home. And then also that in terms of the biological context, you were the only daughter, and in a sense, you wanted that space and attention. And I remember specifically with respect to going to school, you noticed that your friends were being driven in because our home was just across the driveway from the church building where the school was functioning. And because your friends were being brought by their parents and so on, those who were coming by minibus, walking through the gate, being held by the hand, you also insisted that we do the same for you. So, yeah, I think that will just, it sort of drained one of energy.
Wow.
At that point. But we knew it was a passing phase, so we played along.
Okay. Remember when you found out I had a boyfriend when I was 14? I just did this video in my last, okay, no, this video may come out later, but I'll put it in the iCard so you can check it out. But I just wanted to know, did you have any prior suspicions that I had a boyfriend before that time?
You know, I'm in my late 50s now. I honestly can't remember what happened around that period. I saw your latest video, and in that sense saw something of that event, but I was only being reminded each point.
I can't believe it. Yeah, I was thinking you'd be like, she forgot that part. Honestly, like, I can't believe it. No. And I said the battery died, but I said it's a word for parents who remember offenses from way back and always re-echo it to their kids. At least he practiced forgiveness and forgetting. Yeah. Okay, so my dad is big on trust. He actually says the two pillars of relationships are love and trust. Yeah, I listen to you.
Oh, I'm impressed.
Yes. So I remember his specific words when he was giving me his talk after we got home. He said trust has been broken. So at which point do you think trust was finally rebuilt?
Yeah, I keep saying that the loss of trust is very much like an injury, like a wound. And like a wound, nobody really sort of says, okay, on the 18th of December, I got healed. In fact, all of us tend to only realize that I've been healed long after that, when somebody maybe asks you about the wound that you had. And so trust in many ways is like that. It's something that you only come to realize is there now. It's been restored when you now just are processing it. And so even in your case, that's what I would say. Although it's obvious that when you became a Christian and you began to relate primarily with an all-seeing God in your life, and we were having fellowship together around that point, it fairly became evident that God is now in her life and will handle everything else.
What about me surprises you the most?
Yeah. What
These
about
are soul-searching questions now.
Surprises me the most.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, perhaps I would say it's the fact that you've had not just interest in running the same program that you're doing, but that your specific interest in it is so deep and passionate. I knew you were sort of a people's person. You were outgoing, but I didn't see this coming. Yeah.
That's true. Okay, so that's a surprise.
Yeah, there may be something else I might
that's
remember.
a good one, though. Okay, what's the biggest positive change you've seen in me over the years?
Yeah, I would say that same sort of letting go of attention.
It wasn't that bad. Anyway, I do get you. Listen, I actually want to tell people this. There was a period of time, maybe when I was 16 and 17, and I would send him long messages. Do you remember? Or you forgotten? Guys, I'll send him long messages about how he doesn't give me love and Dad, you don't remember. I thought, okay. I would, and he would be so passive. You just be like, pray for me that I may stop being a bad father or something like that. You never entertained my nonsense.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I've grown. Okay, yeah, but it's been in the last maybe 3 years. Like it's really recent, this attention thing.
Well, maybe, but as I said, it's finds it difficult to know when did something stop.
I get you. Yeah. In what ways am I most like you?
Yeah, of course, being my daughter, you definitely have to be like me in something.
Okay, firstly, do you think I'm most like you or like Mom?
In terms of
personality?
What? I think you have a bit of both.
Okay, so in what ways am I most like you?
A fair bit of both. I think I'm between your mom and I'm the one that sort of has more of the humor element.
Yeah.
Yeah, your mom is on top. It's got to be dad, So yeah. So in that sense, you and Mwansa particularly, the two of you have something of that streak from me.
What's your favorite quality about me?
Yeah. Well, I can be pastoral here. You love the Lord.
No, that's why I said don't be pastoral. As a father, what's your favorite quality about me?
Yeah. You are definitely loving. You give attention. You are the nerve center in our home among the children. All our visitors that have ever come to this home from all over the world, you're the one who still are in touch with them and their children, bonded with them. When I travel in any part of the world, it's greet your daughter Mwape and so on. So, yeah, you definitely are the nerve center in that sense.
Yay. What are you most proud about me for? I failed to phrase this in real English, but you get the point. I really tried. I was like, okay, but what are you most proud about me for?
It's simply the fact that you know what you want in life, and you are someone who sort of deliberately, independently heading there. So in that sense, we're not sort of sitting with somebody we don't know what to do with their life. So you wanted to go and get your master's, you went, you got it, you came back.
I hustled them. Insect. I did.
Yeah. So so I think that aspect is one that one can say we are grateful to God for you.
That's good. Okay. One piece of relationship advice for me.
Yeah, I need to think hard here. One piece of relationship advice. Perhaps it's simply the fact that you've grown up in a context where certain standards have been set. Now you are relating to other people who don't have those standards, and simply that you have to learn to be patient. That's what I'd say.
I like that. It's not active. It's more in the little things, and you don't realize that your reaction and your expectations are because of your father who set standards. It's only when you sit and reflect, you're like, wait, I think it's because, and maybe sometimes during conversation where I'm just like, but Dad, then I'm like, that's an expectation, a high standard thing. So I like that you said that. That's really good. Okay, and if you could give me one piece of advice for life.
That's easy.
Not pastoral. Okay, not like I except from the Bible, put God first, love Him with all your heart, all that, yes. But like,
because that's the answer
it
to
is
life.
okay. Second to that.
Fear God and obey His
Second
commandments,
to that.
because that's
Second to that.
the answer to life. Well, beyond that, it's simply the fact that, as I have since discovered, life is short. Set your priorities in life. You cannot do everything. Have something you want to live for that God has wired you for, and live for it to the full.
I like that.
I think that's what I would say. Yeah.
That's good. Is there anything you've always wanted to tell me but have never?
I would need to think hard about that.
Time. You can tell me about time. You're just passive sometimes. We were supposed to shoot this video at 9. It's 11:22. So I'm really bad with time. Even that, no? Like, you get what I'm nothing.
Yeah, but I don't have anything like,
that's
okay,
good.
one of these days. One of these days.
Okay, that's good. Sometimes
sitting.
I feel really bad. I think because for myself, I'll be like, I served him lunch late 3 days in a row. So I think it's really on your chest, like, you know, where you're really like, your heart is. So that's good.
No.
Okay. Okay. How would you want me to remember you? Aside from someone who loved God, feared Him, put Him first, like all that, yes.
But
We
why do you want to
remember.
remove it?
No, because
once
no,
we leave
that they,
that,
okay, second to that.
It's that one is first, second, third, fourth, fifth. You know, it's
okay,
all wrapped
1,000.
up in one. So
1,000. Okay, 2 ways. Let me say 2 ways you'd want to remember. The first, absolutely, it's someone who loved the Lord, right? So what would be the second?
It will still be in that context. Someone who saved the Lord.
Okay, third. Give us something.
Who worship.
Fourth.
Yeah. No, I can keep going on and on. Really and honestly, I cannot think of anything beyond just what the Lord, by His grace, has done in me, and that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's a bit of an anticlimax.
Yeah, I know. I was expecting something like someone who loved his children, who, you know, but clearly not. Okay, then.
Yeah.
No?
Unless
you're not changing your mind.
I hope. But
no. Okay, we'll take it.
Yeah, it's just I try to do what I think God wants me to do. And since loving and caring and relating to children and guiding them is part of it, then I find my fulfillment in it, rather than something as a separate entity. Yeah.
Alright, that's the end of this video. He's been a really good father.
I hope
you
so.
have. You actually have. Like, when I think about my relationship with you, I actually like get emotional. But it's evolved. That's okay. But it's evolved over the years. I think during those attention-seeking years, it was more of like, why doesn't he love me?
Do you remember sending me
a letter
from Mulunguchi University?
No, written.
Yes.
Saying what?
Where you apologized.
Oh, where is it?
It was somewhere else.
Oh, for real? A
Yes.
handwritten letter.
It may have been typed.
Apologize.
It may have been an
That's
email.
so sweet.
That
sweet
what you said was that now that you have been with friends at university and seen and heard from them what they're experiencing with their dads.
Wow, it makes sense, though.
Please forgive
me. I realized which side of my bread is battered.
Yeah, no, I think the times I complained about you and so on. Yeah.
I think I may have via text or email. That's true. That's true. I think after I experienced, I guess because in high school you don't really discuss like how your relationship is with your parents, so your friends don't really tell you stories unless it's something active, like something serious, like maybe the dad beats her, you know, or he's
that's
rude,
right.
or he doesn't come home. But even that, people don't really talk about it in high school. But I think going to university, I discovered that you guys, he's really like, he's a good dad. Like, I actually feel really emotional sometimes when I think about my parents. Well, thank you so much for visiting my channel. This was really good.
I hope so.
It was.
Okay.
Yeah. You put your pastoral hat on the side. So I'm happy he came as a father today. So that's good. Thank you so much. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below if you have anything that went through your mind as you watched this video. But yeah, that's the end. So bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.